Hi, 5B families, and welcome to 5B's Back to School Night video. I wanted to start off by going over a little bit about me. I've met quite a few of you, whether it was during summer school or maybe I have worked with um, one of your other children here at AMS, but I thought it would be a great idea to share a little bit about myself. My name is Michelle Sanchez, and I am so excited to be the 5B teacher this year. This is my fourth year at AMS. I spent my first year and a half in 1C with Miss Betwee, and now I'm blessed to be teaching fifth grade here in 5B. I received both my bachelor's in teaching credential from Cal State Long Beach, Go Beach. I was born and raised in Torrance. I have two older brothers, and I'm a proud auntie of 5 nephews and 1 niece. When I'm not in the classroom, I enjoy spending time with family and friends, traveling when we can, and hanging by the beach. The schedule for 5B can be found on SchoolSpeak, but I will go ahead and share it with you here. It's in an Excel sheet format, and it basically goes through each day. It has the times and when the specials are. The specials can be found in green. When it's a blue week, 5B students have Spanish twice a week, so they will have Spanish on Monday and Thursday. And when it's a white week, they have library instead of Spanish. So that's the 5B schedule here. I'm gonna keep it up for just a little bit, but you again can find this on SchoolSpeak. Your child also has a laminated copy that was given to them this week, so they can keep it at their desk and reference it. If you have any questions about the schedule, please feel free to email me and I can try to answer any questions you may have. But again, the 5B schedule can be found on SchoolSpeak, and your student also, or your child also has a copy of it by their desk. Attendance, parents, I'm sure a lot of you are already aware of this, but please email the health room whenever your child is absent, and always CC me so I can also be aware. But if you can go ahead and email both the health room and me, my email address, I will share with you at the end if you don't already have it. Let's see here, classwork, weekly classwork expectations. For religion or faith formation activities come from the curriculum. We work in our Christ in Us books Monday through Thursday. And since we are upper school, we have mass every Friday, unless there's EFF. But yes, mass is every Friday. For math, classwork involves working in their math journal. That is done both independently and in partners and sometimes small groups. There's also an exit ticket that's on that I post to Google Classroom. It's a Google form. It's just a quick way for me to check for understanding, make sure everybody's got it down. And if they don't, I will meet with them in a small setting to help them out. And math is typically Monday through Thursday with an occasional Friday. Reader's Workshop also is from the Lucy Calkins curriculum. And they have a Reader's Workshop notebook that they work in, and Reader's Workshop takes place Monday through Thursday. Writer's Workshop is also from Lucy Calkins, and that we work on Tuesday through Thursday with an occasional Friday. All classwork is done either in their Writer's Workshop notebook or on Google Classroom. For science and social studies, our classwork involves lesson check sheets for science and online practice quizzes for science that could be found in Savvis Realize. And then for social studies, we work in our interactive student notebooks, and all of those are completed in class, and we do random notebook checks to make sure that they are staying up to date with all their classwork. Homework, 5B weekly homework expectations. They are asked to read 20 minutes, so Monday through Thursday. I have already given them a reading log, and they should just keep it at home because they would have to fill it out every night. And I will collect it on the last day of the month, and I will send out a reminder that week to remind them that it is due that Friday. So 20 minutes, log it on that reading log, and then I will collect it once a month. Home links, that's in math. That's for everyday math. That is optional for 5B. I would really just like them to focus on their reading, their nightly reading, and any classwork that was not finished during the school day. Home links, though, is a great way for them to get some extra practice in math. And maybe they didn't feel great about the lesson, so they want to get some extra practice at home. That's a great way to get some extra practice. That home link is sent out on the first day that we start a unit. So we started Unit 1 today, or this week. So the students have a home links packet for Unit 1. And if they do decide to work on it at home, they can always check in with me and I can go over the answers with them. But again, home links for math is optional. So the required homework is the 20-minute reading log, Monday through Thursday, and any classwork that's not finished during the school day. Late work will be accepted, but they will lose 25% every day that it's late. And on the fourth day, no credit is given. A student will be responsible to complete any missing work incurred during absence from school due to illness. They will have 2 days to complete work after 1 day's absence due to illness and 1 day for each subsequent day's absence. You can find that on page 57 in the student parent handbook that's on School Speak. Students absent from school for any other reason than illness will be responsible for all work, including test and quiz preparation upon their first day back, unless an arrangement was made with the teacher prior to the student's return. Teachers are not expected to distribute assignments in advance. Students in grades 5 through 8 can access assignments, missed work on School Speak or Google Classroom in this case. Therefore, absent work will not be sent home for students in those grades. That also can be found in the handbook on page 57 to 58. Whenever absent, all junior high students must still check in with each teacher. That actually doesn't have anything to do with fifth grade because I'm their homeroom teacher, but if they want to check in with their specials teachers to make sure they didn't miss any handouts or assignments, they could always check in with their specials teachers. Websites. The following online platforms can be used in class or at home to support curriculum. We use Google Classroom pretty much daily because our math exit ticket is on there. And of course, other classroom assignments may be posted there. We will also be using Google Classroom this year to communicate assignments with any students who may be quarantining. School Speak, I'm sure you all are familiar with School Speak. That is where you can find weekly announcements, projects, and upcoming assessments. So we will notify you of any projects or upcoming assessments on School Speak. And we will also be using Epic this year, which is an online reading resource for students to have access to books outside of the home. If your student is not familiar with that, they can always come to me and I can show them how to navigate through Epic. At-home learning. If your child is expected to quarantine because they are exposed to another student or person who has tested positive for COVID, here are just some guidelines that we're going to be following this year. Please allow up to 24 hours for teachers to gather learning materials and to post content to Google Classroom or School Speak. So work will be posted to Google Classroom. We do have some lesson videos that we will be posting to Google Classroom to help your child as well. Textbooks, materials, worksheets can be sent to the office for a non-quarantining person to pick up for the student. So that means if you're not quarantining, if you're a non-quarantining parent, you can go ahead and come and pick up those materials, or you can send somebody else who's not quarantining to pick those up from the office. There will be 2 scheduled Zoom check-ins per week. So if your child is quarantining for 14 days, that is equal to 4 check-ins. Contact the school office for quarantine guidelines specific to your child's situation. If your child is not healthy or too sick to participate in distance learning, please reach out to me when they feel better and we can make a plan to catch up. Expectations for fifth grade, organization. We ask that your students your child maintains an organized workspace and space for assignments and classwork. So we will do weekly desk checks or just kind of take some time out of the day to organize our workspace, but it is expected that they keep their space pretty organized on a daily basis. Responsibility, that means completing assignments by their due dates. Effort, we ask that they put their forth best effort in all daily work. Participation, I've already expressed this to them and they are doing a great job so far, but actively participating in class discussions as well as specials, and then support, engaging in opportunities for coaching and extra help. So if your child needs some extra help, please, we encourage them to use either office hours or extra help time, which is spaced out after lunch for 20 minutes. So from 1 to 1:20, we have extra help in upper school. So that's a good opportunity for them to come to me, be proactive about their schoolwork. If they're having problems, and they can come to me and I can help them. Students can receive work habit warnings in upper school. So AMS seeks to instill effective work habits and organizational skills in its students and hold students accountable for failing to meet class and school expectations. In recognition that work habits are distinct from classroom behavior and general student conduct, students who have 5 work habit warnings entered in school speak in a trimester will be served detention. Masks this year must be properly worn at all times when indoors. Behavior warnings may be issued for improper mask usage in the classroom. School uniform, please refer to the parent-student handbook for guidance on uniform expectations. Behavior warnings can be issued to students who do not follow uniform guidelines. Differentiation. American Martyr School strives to meet the needs of all students through differentiated instruction. The 5th grade team accomplishes this goal by incorporating small group learning and one-on-one conferring throughout the school day. Small grouping in math, readers and writers, students work at their own level, and I will conference with small groups and individuals on targeted skills and strategies, and we also have book clubs. Each student will have their own login information for all the online portals we use. I will be handing out a sheet with their username and temporary passwords. So that will be for Christ and Us, Everyday Math, TCI, Savas, and Epic. Religion, we use Christ and Us. We will be having morning prayer, daily gospel. There will be grade level prayers, and like I said earlier, weekly mass. Grading for religion is based on assessments and assignments, also participation. For MindUp, that's the social emotional curriculum here at AMS that we use. It focuses on mindfulness and an understanding of the brain. This will be embedded into curriculum bi-weekly. Math, we do everyday math. Unit 1, so we started with area and volume, then we'll move on to Unit 2, which is whole number place value and operations. Unit 3, fraction concepts, addition and subtraction. Unit 4, decimal concepts, coordinate grids. Unit 5, operations with fractions. Unit 6, investigations in measurement, decimal multiplication and division. Unit 7, multiplication of mixed numbers, geometry, graphs. Unit 8, we will finish off with applications of measurement, computation, and graphing. For grading, daily classes with multiple hands-on activities, investigative in nature, frequent student collaboration to construct learning, facts practice through games. We will be playing games every now and then. And for grading, it will be based on quizzes, classwork, open responses, and participation. For reading, we use Lucy Calkins. We are starting off with maintaining an independent reading life. Then in October, we will start Tackling Complexity, Moving Up Levels of Nonfiction. In November, December, we will be doing interpretation book clubs. In January, we will start argument and advocacy. In February, a fun one, fantasy book clubs, the magic of themes and symbols. And we will finish off the year with the civil rights movement. Grading is based on vocabulary tests, classwork, so workbook pages, Reader's Workshop notebook checks, participation, and their reading level. For science, we use Savas Realize. We have it the first 6 weeks. First 6 weeks of each trimester. We have started with chapter 3, growth and survival. Then we will finish off with ecosystems. For trimester 2, we have the water cycle and weather. And then we'll move on to chapter 6, earth and space, which is a fun one. Trimester 3, we will finish off the year, properties of matter and forces of motion. Grading will be based on assessments, classwork, labs, and participation. For social studies, we do TCI. Will be the second 6 weeks of the trimester. We will be learning about the land and people before Columbus, age of exploration, cooperation and conflict in North America, the road to war, the American Revolution, the development and significance of the US Constitution, life and westward expansion in the Young Republic, Civil War to today, and being a good citizen. Grading will be based on assessments, classwork such as the interactive student notebook, vocabulary, participation, and lesson games. So again, this is the second 6 weeks of each trimester. Writing is Lucy Calkins. We're going to be starting off with the narrative. We'll move on to journalism in October. Then in November, December, we will be starting literary essays. In January, we will be doing a research-based argument essay. In February, we will start fantasy writing. March, April, graphic novels, and we will finish off the year with Lens of History research reports. Grading for this will be on demands, Writer's Workshop notebook checks, and published pieces. Grammar. We use the Grammar Workshop. Their book is called Level Blue, and grades for this subject will be quizzes and classwork, so workbook checks. Spelling, we have spelling words that come from our vocabulary unit, and grading for that is tests. So tests will be done every other week for spelling. And finally, I just wanted to end this video by saying that there will be 2 sessions tonight for a live Q&A. Session 1 will be from 6 to 6:20, and session 2 will be from 6:30 to 6:50. I will be sending the Zoom links out via email, so you should find the Zoom links in your email. I will also post them to SchoolSpeak. If you have any questions, please feel free to check out one of those sessions. I am looking forward to meeting all of you, hopefully in person one day. But if not, this will do for now. Thank you so much for watching this video. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to attend either one of these sessions on Thursday, September 2nd, again, 6 p.m. and 6:30. And if you need any of my contact info, it is right here. My email address is msanchez@americanmartyrs.org, and my extension here is 9536. Feel free to contact me to set up an appointment or just to have a quick chat. I look forward to working with each and every one of you this year. Have a wonderful week.